Nigga, this ain't take you that serious, so I ain't even worried about all that. I really wasn't even paying attention to all that. He would have stayed in that bit long, he didn't throw too many interceptions. Man, unpause that motherfucker. Man, you done rush for the air.
This is a tough defense and put it in the air.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. This is a jive. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here. The opening drive couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here's a jive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, it's okay.
Play action. Now Wentz. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Hang in there now.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On play action, it's Wentz. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a play fake. Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Working from the gun. Wentz. It's over the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now a toss play. It's a J. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
I didn't even know. Something happened, didn't it? Yeah, did it? Damn.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan going underneath. It's Coleman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
39. 22. 39. 21. 21.
On 1st down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Ryan will throw again. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. To throw again is Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. The gain of 39 that time. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. It's Coleman here, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The defending champion Eagles coming back out here on offense. Well, what was your takeaway from them on opening night? They got the 18-12 win. What do you see as you look at their schedule these next few weeks?
Yeah, my first takeaway was that they found a way to win ugly on a night filled with emotion, right, where you avail the super.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Ryan throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
He'll get it up the middle. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Let's go. Let's go.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
They'll start out on the ground with a jive. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Ryan on second down. Buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Third down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to be fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse.
Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
39. 22.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Wentz. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brooks Reed getting him once again. His third sack of the afternoon. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They give him a gain of 38.
Let's go. Great.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Play action. Now Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Freeman again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. 3rd down here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And past the 30 down to about the 27. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They give it to him running left, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's up and good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Brooks Reed. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now Ryan. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's lit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On play action, it's Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. On first down, Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On second down, Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And this is incomplete. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Bennett in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On first down, Wentz. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
82. Black.
Wentz going to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now Wentz on third down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Robert Alford. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Right there, right there. 20, 20. Gun.
Ryan wants to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught at the 10. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting.
All right.